Alright guys, welcome back to another video to the Ghost Flash channel. Today's video, ladies and gentlemen, we are currently already in the process. So I wasn't actually gonna film this video because it seems like you guys have not been enjoying the Miata content, I've noticed. But decided, hey, why not record this? Because my friends kept insisting that I record this process because they thought it was kind of cool. So here we are recording this process. But first things first, huge shout out to Jacob. Now he was the one who originally made this for his Miata, and then he was able to share the template, or he was nice enough to share the template with me with my Miata. So now I'm able to have this. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So you guys are probably looking at this and like, hey, wow, look, a piece of metal with a bunch of holes in it. So this isn't just a piece of metal with a bunch of holes in it. This is actually going to be a speaker panel. So in Jacob's Miata, he had two, I believe, 8-inch speakers, hence why you see a bunch of circles on there that were not cut out, and then a 10-inch sub. But I decided to go with two 6x9s and two 8-inch subs in the middle. That's why you guys can see this whole design: 6x9, 8-inch sub, 8-inch sub, 6x9. I was debating on putting a what's it called, porthole right there in the middle, and this cutout right here is for the trans tunnel, not the trans tunnel, for the, what's it called, bro, that was loud. Essentially, that is for the center console tunnel, arch, whatever you want to call it. So this will sit right here, as you guys can see. That has all these holes that he had marked for me that I drilled out. They are in OEM mounting locations on the chassis, which I'll go ahead and show you guys where those are. Once this is in the car, it goes right here. It'll sit behind the carpet, and if you have a roll bar underneath the roll bar, don't know if it'll fit if you have the hard dog roll bar. I just know it fits with this one and with no roll bar. It will bolt into 1, 2, 3, 4 OEM bolt locations on the lower section. On the top part, it would bolt into this hole right there, and it would bolt into 1, 2, and 3 into those holes right there. So on this specific panel, with how much space there is, you have to use shallow speakers, ladies and gentlemen, and shallow subs, by the way. You can't use full freaking depth 10-inch woofers. So yeah, you can essentially fit what I'm doing right now: two 8-inch subwoofers that are thin, as well as two 6x9s that are thin. Or if you have a 10-inch subwoofer you want to do, you can fit a 10-inch sub on the left and on the right side, not in the middle, but on the left and the right side behind the two seats, like how Jacob had his positioned right here. So enough with me talking, because I realized in my videos after watching them back, I talk way too much. So let's go ahead and get into it now. I'm basically going to time lapse me doing a bunch of wiring at the moment, because I got to do pigtails to plug into the speakers that I'm about to mount to the speaker panel. As you guys can see, there's the positive and there's the negative. I have these two that are going to be for the 6x9s, and these two that are going to be for the subwoofers. And then these ones I'm about to solder in right now to the wires that are currently in the car that I already had for my 6x9s and the subwoofers that I had in currently. Wire those into the car so that way I can permanently mount the speakers to this piece, and I don't need to remove it for whatever reason. I can remove this, unplug all the pigtails, and the whole thing will come out as a unit, rather than having to remove each individual speaker, unplug all the wires from behind, pull it out, all that, etc. I just pull it out as a complete unit, plug and play. So let's go ahead and time lapse me basically soldering all into the harness right here. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so where we are at now, we have all of the harnesses made for the 6x9s. Let me go ahead and take you over here to the other side as well. So we got the harnesses made for right here for the 6x9s, as you guys can see. And then as you guys can see, this is also the harness that I made for the sub setup. And this is the harness that plugs into the two 8s. So the 8s are now officially done and wired. The 6x9s are officially done and wired. I also picked up some fabric from Joann's because they're closing down, so I'm gonna go ahead and use some fabric on the speaker panel that's chilling over there on the floor. That'll either be later on in this video or another day, and I can be focusing on that right now because we're on another task. As you guys can see, I have the whole roof trimming all removed. So you're probably wondering now why the roof trimming is removed. The roof trim is removed. So If you guys have a Miata, you guys know that the NAs only come with these two little lights in the footwells when you open up the dang door. And let's say you drop something in your car, good luck even trying to use that light to find it. So we took off this trim because we're going to be installing LED lights in the trim up here to have some lights coming from the ceiling. Now, they do sell like kits on like eBay and Carbon Miata, but I do believe the ones that I have seen replace the mirrors, and I don't want, or not the mirrors, the visors, and I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and wire in my own. I'm gonna show you guys which ones I'll be using, and I'm also gonna be wiring in two more on the back side underneath my style bar right here to illuminate onto the rear deck portion, and as well as to the speakers over here. Yes, some of you in the comment section are gonna chew me apart. Get rid of this, because you can get decapitated if you ever roll. I know. You guys want to sponsor me a hard dot wall bar? Go ahead, send me one. We'll go ahead and swap it out. But until then, we're gonna be rocking this. We're gonna be putting some LED lights underneath, right there and on the other side. And they're gonna have the two dome lights. I'm gonna have those wired into these lights right here, so when the doors are opened, those all will illuminate. And as you guys can see, we got the panel right here, which we'll be cutting out. Usually I don't prefer to cut into OEM trim, but when Jacob painted the car, because now that gave me an opportunity to cut this and have no remorse for it. And these will be the LED lights. I originally got these for like my John boats I used to build that I'm gonna start doing again this summer. At least that's the plan. But I got these smoked out ones I'm gonna be putting in the roof right here, like so, in between the mirror and the visors.
The reason why you guys clicked on today's video is because we're going to be doing a custom audio system install on the Mazda Miata. Now I already have a system installed in the car right now, but it was a temporary system just with it was a permanent system, used speakers because they were used for mock-up. So now that the real ones have showed up and I'm settled into the new house, we're going to be swapping in the new stuff. So we'll be finishing this video right here.
So currently I had two what I thought were 8-inch subs. I found out they're 6.5-inch subs in the middle, two 6x9s, 6x9s behind the seats. In theory, it looked cool because I was like, oh, it'd be cool to have the subs right in the middle where you can see them while you're driving. Probably sound nicer. Wrong. It would have been if I didn't buy some $25, $30 freaking 6.5s on eBay. They were 300 watts. They suck. 6x9s, they work fantastic when the seats are in this position, not when you're laying back. When you're laying back, you can feel the bass from the speakers in your back, which is kind of nice because you get like a little massage, but it's not that loud. Hence why we're swapping out the subs. Those also look disgusting. I ain't about to pull up to no car meet, car show, fold up my seats, and y'all look at that. I'm sorry, not gonna happen. So we're gonna go ahead. This is not the sub I wanted to use, I'm sorry. This box ended up being smaller than I thought. This is a custom NA Miata 89 to 97, I believe. 89 to 99. Any NA model fits in the trunk. It's for a 10. But the depth of it, the way it's designed, the bottom of it hits the bottom. I wanted to use, I had a Scar, I believe 1600 and a Scar 1200. That's the 1200, it's the 16, as you guys see the difference. I wanted to put that in the car because obviously that thing is gonna freaking shake the doors off the car. It didn't fit in the box. So I tried the 1200. 1200 didn't fit in the box. So the Boss Audio 1200 fit in the box. So this is what we'll be using. As for the 6x9s, well, it's some Crunch ones, guys. Don't know this brand. Got them on eBay, but they looked cool. All right, and they got tweeters.